Who's next?
Yes, Mr. Hugh.
No, I'm like fourth. Do you want me to go now?
Okay.
Just go.
Just go.
Waste time.
Hi, I want to.
Give your name.
Oh yeah, I'm Susan Gilbert. I live directly under the flight path in Sunnyvale, and I've lived there about 20 years, so I've definitely noticed a severe increase in the flights. I just sort of want to say that they're really have become screaming jets that are flying down. There was one particular day that I want to report. I actually filed a complaint, but it was actually one complaint, but it was for 30 flights that were occurring. So I actually wrote down the times that they were occurring. I was trying to work. I was actually in my office trying to work, and I had to stop and pause. And there was a flight, a screaming jet, at 12:51, 12:54, 12:58, 103, 104, 107, 109, 126, 125, 140, 224, 228, 230, 237, 239, 244, 252, 256, 257, 3 o'clock, 308, 315, 318, 322, 344, 347, 357. I gave up and I said, okay, I give up. I'm going to work another day. I can't focus anymore. So I just really wanted to say two things. One is about the chart that you presented. You presented conflicting data to me. You presented data that had the narrow band from 2016, whereas it was more of a scatter plot in 2011. And yet the data that you performed in terms of the numerical analysis did not compare the fact that the South Flow flight was now a narrow band versus previously it was a scatter band. So it really looks like the impact is the same or very similar, but in fact, it's a much narrower band of people who are being affected. And that's not reflected in that chart. It really doesn't reflect the narrow band. So thank you very much for your time. Appreciate it.
Hello, I'm Tony Guan. I'm from Sunnyvale. I moved into Sunnyvale 5 years ago, but recently I'm really depressed, and I'm always at the edge of bursting out with either my son, either my wife, and anybody that I was happened to talk to. At the time, the flying jet come over my house. So even when I typing on my computer, complaining to another friend that there's a plane coming over, and before I sentence the same sentence, there are 3 more coming over my house, which made me really want to throw anything away to the ground. So, well, here, so I'm not trying to complain now because I'm sick of it already. So I want you guys stop for a moment. Do not feel too proud of what you have done for the profit that you can make with more flights and within less time. Think for a while, what are the feelings underneath all the flights that flying like aircraft at 3,000 feet high, 4,000 feet high, that is devastating. That nothing can be continued under that noise, and nothing can be said quality under that loud noise. So please, for a while, put away the perfect. All right. Think about the life. Think about the people. Right. Thank you.
Oh, no, Patrick, I'm after Yonda?
Yeah.
Okay, oh, that's right now? Okay. Hi, my name is Patrick Grant from Sunnyvale. I'm willing to see one thing this commission and there be really facts. The problem is I've seen lack of facts, really, honestly, a solid data. 1, what is the noise level that's measured? 2, has it followed CEQA? Because there has been a major change here. Has CEQA been followed? Lastly, I work at NASA. I've flown, I'm airborne science. I've been on all sorts of aircraft, disposal aircraft, even a lot of these that are talked about. I'm not a pilot, so I don't know all your terminology, but I'm learning fast. Fortunately at NASA, I had contact and I've started working with probably the original creator of NextGen, Dr. Harry Swinson. He's the major. He reckoned to me, I described what was going on noise-wise. I've been very familiar with noise, the aircraft. I says, these doesn't sound like aircraft landing. It sounds like craft on their power. I've had a lot of people comment they're dirty. The problem is, he said, you can tell it from the noise data. I mean, not from the data. of the aircraft landing statistics. Are they flying dirty? And it says if they're doing that tight turn, the pilots may be more worried about keeping their plane in the air rather than trying to keep a nice quiet flight. He says if you follow next gen correctly, they should be gliding in. They are not gliding in over Sunnyvale. That's why we got so many damn complaints.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you.